Athan. We get a lot of questions about microdosing. What exactly do we mean by that with Aristoleo Plus?
Well, microdosing is you actually microdose the olive oil. So you use a lot less olive oil with much, much higher phenolic content. In this case, it's 1,500 milligrams per kilogram of oleacanthal. And the reason we do this because oleacanthal has been shown to be a very strong anti-inflammatory agent, a compound, and so very little goes a long way. It also is aligned with the EU health claim that stipulates that 5 milligrams a day of polyphenols can be effective in reducing LDL oxidation, which is bad cholesterol. This is microdosing by Aristoleo Plus. 5 sprays in a stream equal to 7.5 milligrams of oleacanthal. There you go. Now, it's also, recently, there was a study that was made comparing one olive oil that has more volume, like 20 grams of olive oil, with 16 milligrams of phenolic compounds, another one 10 grams of olive oil with 16 milligrams of phenolic compounds. And they found that the olive oil that was less in volume but higher phenolic was more effective than the other one, which was higher volume of olive oil and lower percentage of phenolic compounds. So, microdosing. And more importantly for me personally, is that my personal experience in high phenolic olive oil growing up was having had toothaches, being 4 or 5 years old, and my grandmother or mother running down to the cellar to get the high phenolic olive oil, which was early harvest olive oil then. I mean, they didn't have the science, but they had the tradition. And they knew this olive oil was a medicinal quality olive oil. It was picked very early and then kept in a very cold environment, less than 16 degrees Celsius. And then she would bring it up in a thimble. And just put a finger in and rub it on my aching gums and teeth. I mean, okay, I hated it. It was bitter, it was peppery, but it worked. And now we have the science to back it up. We know why that tradition was maintained over thousands of years, because it works. And we also know why the temperature has to be less than 15 degrees Celsius, because that's the ideal temperature, between 12 and 15 actually, to be very accurate, because that maintains the olive oil in a free-flowing state so it doesn't coagulate or harden, and you can use it, open and close the fridge or in this case usually they use the wine cooler, which is easily set at between 12 and 15 degrees, and you can use it every day. Now, we've gone one step further. So we designed a bottle that is made out of Biophotonic glass, violet, which is been proven to let only the helpful rays in and not the visible light. So it maintains the quality of the ingredients over a longer period of time. This is what they call pharmaceutical glass, because that's what they use for medicines. So in that way we do infer perhaps this eventually will be a medicine, but right now it's anecdotal evidence. There is no medical evidence because it's a food anyway, so it cannot never be a medicine. So, but there's a lot of anecdotal evidence of people claiming to have a very positive effect, and that is very good, because that's what we're looking for, a positive effect.
So Athan, we talk about our microdosing, and we encourage a 30-day protocol so that you develop a habit of wellness, because microdosing and health is small daily choices about diet, nutrition, and supplements. Right. So can you talk about what people might expect in the first days and weeks of microdosing?
Well, if you maintain a habit of doing 5 times a day using the Aristoleo Plus microdosing method by using 25 sprays a day, or 5 times 5 sprays in every meal or snack or drink, then you can expect in the first week you feel a better, more energy, better elimination, better digestion, and less aches and pains, as you might expect usually, and more freedom of movement. Because there is an anti-inflammatory effect that can be, people have, they have been reported with even small amounts, it does have a big effect. So that's what we're looking for. But if you do have a chronic illness, then contact me directly. I can give you a different protocol that you can follow that may be more effective for something more serious than an everyday wellness and health program.
Under the guidance of your
Your healthcare practitioner or a doctor, of course.
Always.
Thank you, Marilyn.
Thank you, Athan.
Okay. Talk to you next time.